And I kept my mic muted. Oops. Okay, so, hi, I'm here. A little flustered. Had a little bit of trouble with Tiermaker. But we are here. And there's a lot to rank. Hi, Fuzz. Hi, everybody. I am using my new thermos for the first time. So that's nice. Oh, it's way too hot to drink. Okay. Well, we'll just set that aside. Too hot. Alright. Well, we'll get to it. It'll cool down a bit. Alright, so let's get started. We have a lot of games to go through. We have 155. So, just for a little overview, these are all... Oh, by the way, yes, I have tea and a blanket, as you can see. Because, you know, cozy vibes. I'm always using a blanket at this time of year anyway. So why not have my blanket in stream? I hope your day's been going well so far. Well, I'm a little bit flustered, but yes, it's going well. Hi, Glenn! Thank you for the resub. And yes, I have little holiday alerts now. Alright, so we're gonna start with A Bird Story, which was a short little story, kind of like a prequel to Finding Paradise, which we'll get to later. But overview, yes, this template, this tier list is all the games I've played really on my own and like did YouTube videos or streams on since I started doing any of this. So 2014. I tried to remember as best I could. I also went into YouTube to look at my video list and what things I remembered streaming. So I'm sure that I missed some things, and some things I did not include because I didn't play them enough to form an opinion. So yeah, let's get started. So A Bird Story is a little prequel to Finding Paradise. And I'm gonna say it was good. Well, it's like between good and just okay. It was cute. So I feel like it's a little higher than just okay. It was a cute little short story. So, and then this is one of the very, very early things I played in 2014. And I played this just on my own, and it really wasn't that good. A New Beginning was just okay. For a point and click, you know, not that great. But it wasn't like terrible either. Okay. So in Agent A, I played that recently. Not recently, but well, earlier this year, I think. Just on my own. And that one is good territory. It was okay. But I mean, good is better than okay. I mean, it doesn't get to the recommend territory unless you love puzzles. It's close. I think I'll put it before A Bird Story. Alan Wake, I did stream, and I loved it. It goes in awesome. I don't think I expected it to be something that I loved so much, but yes, it was definitely a treat to play, and I really liked how it made you think. And Animal Crossing, of course, I'm gonna put it on best game ever because it's Animal Crossing. Nothing else needs to be said. If I'm going through this pretty quick, it's because we have so much and I need to cover it in a certain amount of time, so I'm doing my best. Okay. Next we have Aqua Kitty. This was good for what it was. It was good for what it was. It's a Defender clone, basically. So pretty short, arcadey, good for what it was. Astral Chain, that goes in awesome. Really liked that. I still haven't finished it. I hope to go back to it soon. Alright, so then we have Bastion. Bastion is also awesome. A lot of these are gonna end up being awesome. There's not much to say. I mean, the music is great, the gameplay is great. From the makers of Hades, if you haven't played it, I recommend. But it's a little higher than recommend, so it's like very recommended. Okay. Breath of the Wild has to be awesome. I don't think it's the best game ever. And that's just because, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the best game ever. I enjoyed a lot though. Alright, Bravely Default. This is the first one. I'm sticking that in recommend because it is repetitive. And every review you see will mention that too. The monkeys are to blame. Bravely Default gets repetitive because of Chapter 4 and onward. But it's still a good game. Okay, we have Broforce next. Broforce, a lot of fun to play. For what it is, I'm putting it in awesome. Play it with a friend. That's how I played it. Well, yeah. Play it co-op. And then you'll have a good time. Alright, Candle. I played this one on my own too. I absolutely adored it. It is an indie point and click, and it was really well done. I could see the heart in it. Captain Toad. I'm not sure I streamed this. I don't remember. But I'm putting that in awesome as well. I'm not even sure which way to order these. So they're all pretty much equal. Okay. Cat Quest 2. You know, I did stream that. Some of you saw that. Okay, and I would put it in recommend along with the first game, but Cat Quest 2 just a bit higher because it was easier to play. Clubhouse Games. Oh wait, no. Yeah, Clubhouse Games. Sorry. That's an awesome because it's a good compilation. And I was addicted to Reiji Mahjong for a good time. It's also addicted to Hanafuda, but I mean, yeah. It's a good game. It's a good compilation, and it's fun with friends. Can't really go wrong. Costume Quest is a recommend. I played that one on my own. And, you know, it was fun to collect all the costumes, and it was pretty cute. I never got to play Costume Quest 2, though. Also, I hope my music isn't too loud. But I can always turn it down if you want me to. Alright, Cozy Grove. I played that this year. I got it on my own. I think we streamed it once. I believe we did. And that goes in awesome. It's gonna be a bit higher. There we go. It's like Animal Crossing. And yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about it. It's very cozy. Hence the name. It does well. Okay, Cruisin' Blast. I don't think I streamed Cruisin' Blast, but I played it on my own. And yeah, it's a recommend. It's super fun, but it can get tiring pretty quickly. But yeah, it's very fun. So it goes in recommend. Detective Pikachu, I was way too old for. It goes in just okay. I'm gonna check if my tea is better. It still feels like it'll be too hot. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to open the cap. Let it cool down a bit, because I can't drink it. Alright, we'll just set that aside. I wanted to drink my tea, but it's just way too hot. I'm gonna burn myself. Okay. Dragon Quest Builders. I love Dragon Quest Builders. Wasn't Detective Pikachu getting a sequel that we haven't heard anything about? Maybe? I don't know. The movie's good. The game is just, it's made for young people. Dragon Quest Builders 2 and 1 are both one of my best games ever. I absolutely love them. They are a blast to play. I can't say more good things about it. Like, I just love it. It hits everything for me. And then Dragon Quest XI S, I played this on my own, though I did stream the demo. That's also a best game ever. I played it straight for 1 month until I finished it. Which I never do with such a long RPG, because it took me like 100 hours. And I just played it constantly for 1 month. Really, really enjoyed it. Okay, Glenn, that's fine. Alright, so next we have Dust. Now, Dust, we did stream the whole thing on stream. But before then, in 2014 or 2015, I did play like half of it on my own. So when I first played it on my own, I thought this was the best game ever. But then we streamed the entirety of the game. And now it's just awesome. I no longer think it's the best, but I still think it's very enjoyable and very good. Okay. I got Eliza to play on my own. Based off what everyone had said about it. And I have to say, I found it disappointing. I didn't think there was enough choice. I didn't feel what other people felt about it. It just didn't do anything for me. So, sorry to anyone who might like it. I understand the concept of it, and you know, they tried. It just didn't work for me. Enigmatis is a seek and find, so I played that on my own. And it was good for what it was. A-Train Odyssey 5 and the other two A-Train Odyssey games. Of course, I played those on my own because I have no way to stream 3DS. And yeah, so let's start with Atrian Odyssey. I think they're all under best. I really, really like the series. I really, really like the introduction of the stories in the Untold 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna say they're the best. If you like dungeon crawlers, I mean, you kind of have to like the genre. If you don't like the genre or making maps, then you'll probably not like it, but I enjoy it, so yeah. To me, it's top tier. Scapegoat is another little short game that I played on my own. That goes on good. I enjoyed my time with it. Ever Oasis. Ever Oasis is an awesome. It might have been on top tier, but the post game kills it. And that's all we can say. And everyone agrees that the post game is terrible. So, it's pretty unanimous. Evoland is a recommend. It's a love letter to RPGs. Check it out if you've never checked it out. So yeah. Farm Together. I will admit, there's not a whole lot to this game. There really isn't. Yet. I put hundreds of hours into it. So it kind of has to go here. But I will admit that there's really not much to the game. Other than being cute and making farms and hitting the goals. And that's it. There's really not much more than that. Fire Emblem Awakening. Not Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't have that on here. Sorry. Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia, is the first and only... Not the first. It's the only Fire Emblem that I finished. That I actually completed. And it was awesome. I'm not even gonna order these because I have no idea how. But it was awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Alright, so now we're down to Finding Paradise. I played this game during the summer heatwave of this year. And it was good, but I wouldn't recommend it. So it stays here. It's better than just okay, but yeah. There's not much I can say about it without spoilering the game, so I won't. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, Flower is a very good relaxation game. I technically streamed it when I was testing my VTube model before I officially debuted. I recommend it. It's great for anxiety. It's great to just calm your mind, calm you down. So yeah, that's a good one to have in your collection just for relaxation and meditation. So Forager I streamed. I'm not sure when I streamed it, but I know I did. And I would put this one as a recommend. It is also, you know, pretty cozy. Fortune Street If you've been around me, I talk about it a lot because I wish it were on Switch. Where do I put Fortune Street? Let's see. I think Fortune Street goes under... It goes under best. Because it's the best at what it is. It's a great Monopoly game. Okay, Forza Horizon 2 and 4. So I have 2 first. 2 I'm gonna put as best because I played it to death when I first got an Xbox One X. And no, maybe it was right before. I'm not sure if it was when I got an Xbox One X or right before I did. But I think it was on the Xbox One X. Anyway, whatever summer that was, I loved the heck out of it. It's super fun for a racing game. So that's my top tier. I never played 3, so I can't say if 3 beats it. But I did play 4, and 4... I'll put it there. It's awesome, but 2 was such a great experience. Control-wise and everything. 2 was superior in my mind. Fractured Minds was a random game I picked up. Because someone had mentioned it on Twitter. And it was made by a young girl. I believe a purchase of it went to a mental health association or something like that. So I picked it up, and it was just okay, but I respect that it was made by a teenage girl. It was her first game, and she was like 13, I think. So, you know, for what it was, pretty good for a young teen. But yeah, just okay. It's not something I would recommend, but yeah. Giraffe and Annika. We streamed this. I'm gonna say it was disappointing because I expected more. Maybe my expectations were too high, but I expected more than what we got. Gorogoa, I'm not sure how to say this, but it was a puzzle game. It was talked about quite a bit, so I picked it up. It was just okay. The puzzles were really good. Like, I didn't mind the puzzles, but I didn't understand the actual story behind it. So to me, that just puts it at just okay. Alright, now we're on to Grit. I streamed this a few times, and the crazy thing is that I tried to play this after the point that I streamed, and then it just became impossible. It became brutally hard. So, it gets put in good. If you just stick to the easy parts, it's fun. Then if you get to the brutally difficult parts, it just... No one likes to lose. I mean, who likes to lose, right? So, it got knocked down for me because of that. I mean, it shouldn't be stupidly easy either, but, you know. It was at a good difficulty, and then it spiked too high of a difficulty. Anyway, I'm gonna test my tea now, because I think I gave it enough time. and then we'll continue. We're making good progress. We've already done 43 games. So yeah, making good progress. I'm gonna get through this, and then we'll be able to just like chat. Okay. Yeah. It needed more time. I'm gonna burn myself. Almost did. Okay, so we'll just let that sit. Because that is way too hot. I'm not sure why it's so hot. Like, my tea is usually never that hot. Anyway. I don't think I'm burnt. So that's good. At least. Okay, so Gree. Gree, everyone heard about pretty much. I mean, it was all over Nintendo Directs and Indie Direct. You heard about Gree. If you haven't, then you don't watch Directs. Everyone was like, this is such a great game. So of course I picked it up. I beg to differ. It didn't do anything for me. I thought it was kind of boring. I get that it was an art type game, and I'm coming to realize that I can't fall for the art type games anymore because I'm just not liking them. But that's not entirely true because there are some that I do like. So, I guess, you know, everybody's different. But to me, it was disappointing. I put Guild Wars 2 here just because I played it so much this year and last year. Because I play with some friends of mine. So, yeah. And I got the expansions this year. Had times where I keep on checking my tea and it's too hot to drink, but then it suddenly seems to get too cold. Well, hopefully that won't happen, but right now it's way too hot. Okay, so Guild Wars 2, for an MMO that has captured me, it goes under best. And I also think it is the best MMO, though I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV, so... But it's definitely up there. Okay, so next is Hat in Time. Most of you have seen me playing this one on stream. And I ended up stopping because it was getting too hard for me. So I'm gonna say for Hat in Time, I acknowledge it's a good game. I'm just not good at it. So, yeah. It could go in recommend, but because I struggle with it, I would struggle to recommend it. Because if something is hard for me, I don't recommend it, but I acknowledge that it's good and I enjoyed my time with it. So yeah, it'll settle in good. Next we have Hellblade. I almost left it off because I almost forgot, to be honest. But I didn't forget the game. I just forgot to put it on the list almost. But Hellblade is a recommend. For what it does very well. They took their time and did a lot of research, so they got the mental health part really good. So yeah, it's definitely a recommend. I look forward to checking out the second game when it comes out. Okay, so Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the first games I played when I got my PS4. Pro, not original. I never had a regular, just a pro. So this is one of the first games I played. I loved it. It goes under best. You've probably already heard about it, so I don't need to talk about what type of game it is or anything like that. House Flipper. It's also a best. I didn't want to get Sims, but I wanted a thing where I could, make pretty houses. And House Flipper, fits that bill. Especially with all the updates. I still want the DLCs, but I haven't gotten my hands on them yet. Waiting for a sale. That hasn't happened yet, but, it should in the future. Also, we had a very fun stream with House Flipper last Christmas when I made the ugly Christmas house. So if you missed that and you want to check out my ugly Christmas house, that's on YouTube. I have the VOD. So that was a fun stream. Alright, so then we have Inside, which we did stream. I still don't understand the story. But it was good. Limbo was better. If Limbo were on this list, it's not because I played it before. Limbo would probably go in awesome. Okay, so then we have Into the Breach. I think I also got that this year. Did not stream it. It's a tiny game, so it's not really streamable, in my opinion. It was good. For what it is, for the short play, for the strategy. Pretty difficult though. At least in my opinion. Okay, we have It'll Do 1. Let's start with that first. It'll Do 1 was a recommend. It's a good Zelda-like. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna put 2 as recommend as well, but I will say that the second game was harder for me. I have not finished the second. Got pretty close though. Katamari Damacy reroll just brought back that Katamari Damacy that I love. So I'm gonna say awesome for what it is. Cathy Rain is another point and click that I played on my own. And I'm gonna say it was a recommend. It was not bad at all. But I'm not gonna put it higher. Okay, Kirby Planet Robot. That's my favorite Kirby game by far. Absolute blast to play. I had so much fun. That was a great weekend. Alright, Kirby Star Allies. Not as good, but still awesome. Kirby Triple Deluxe. Also not as good, but still awesome. Because it's Kirby. I do love my Kirby. Okay, and now we have Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. Now, you might think it would go in awesome. But actually, I'm putting it as recommend. There are things about it that frustrate me. I know that it's the one Kirby that doesn't have lives. So there's that. There's no lives, there's no time. Except for the challenges. But that's the thing, the challenges. The challenges frustrate me. So it goes in recommend. Lego City Undercover had a blast. I love this game. Maybe we'll stream it someday. Alright, Before the Storm. I played Life is Strange last year, I believe? I think it was last year. Both of them go in recommend with some reservations. I think they're good. I think they're, very good for what they are. But because of subject matter, I would be a little hesitant to recommend them to certain people because of the subject matter. But otherwise, they're really good. Okay, Zelda Link's Awakening DX and the remake. I'm gonna rate those together because they are very, very similar. And both of those are awesome. It wasn't really the M rating, it was just the topic that gets brought up. Or topics. So yeah. Okay. Little Dragon's Cafe. I wanted to love this game. I bought it thinking that I would love this game. Ultimately, it was disappointing. Actually, I'm gonna put it before Eliza. It was disappointing. Bordering on just okay. This made me sad. Because I wanted so much for it to be another great cozy game. But sadly, it did not live up to what I expected. What I wanted. Littlewood, though, definitely lived up. And it became one of my best games ever. Very chill, very relaxing. Lots of grinding, like the whole game is grinding. But it's the kind of grinding that I seem to gravitate to. Just like Farm Together, so yeah, there you go. Long Live the Queen. I did early videos of one ending. So if you want to see those are on YouTube, but keep in mind, that was years ago. I had a bad microphone. But yeah, they're there. They're still there. Long Live the Queen gets a... It's a good. Let's see. It's too hard to order them, so I'll just stick it in. Long Live the Queen was good, but I never finished it. It's a difficult one to figure out all the paths. So maybe I'll just look up a guide someday and just see what the other paths are. But for a visual novel, it was good. Alright, so Luigi's Mansion, the third one. We did stream it, but I think I only did like one stream of it. But I do recommend it. It was fun, what I played. Posture check, okay. I'll check my tea at the same time. I think I'm able to drink it now. Let's see. Gotta put the lid back on. We're making good time though, so I don't feel bad about taking a moment. It is drinkable! Yay! Okay. It does cool down enough, but not too much. Alright. We are at Lumino City. This was also early 2014. I did not stream it. This is like the beginning of me getting digital games, really. So this is early on. This was a best. I adored it. Nobody talks about it. I love this game. It has charm. It's made of paper. Like, the entire world is just made of paper. I love that kind of artistry and that idea and concept of, like, claymation or, you know, paper. Just love it. It's a great game. Can't really say anything else. Alright, so then we have Mario Kart 8, which is also going to be a best because I did have a lot of enjoyment from it. And it's a staple game. Like, I mean, if you have a Switch, get Mario Kart. It's a great Mario Kart. So yeah, nothing else to say there. Mario Party Superstars, that is also a best. I mean, it's a great compilation of old-time favorites. And it was a blast to play in our collab that I did. Need to try more games there besides Animal Crossing. Well, some of these are gonna be 3DS. Those would be a little difficult, but you know. Most are either PC digital or Switch, so yeah. Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate? I think, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Sorry, my bad. This could have been better, but I still recommend it. It was fun for what it was. Okay. Metro 2033. You guys saw me struggle on this one. I am gonna put it as... You'd rank Mario Party the same, although the collab's the only time you played it so far. It was super fun. I'll definitely play it some more. Even if you're playing by yourself with the CPUs, it's still fun. In my opinion, I still enjoy it. Even if I'm playing solo, so yeah. Back to Metro. To me, because and it's on me because I didn't do my research, it was a disappointing. Really not my style at all. I really stretched myself with that. But you know what? That's fine. We should stretch ourselves a bit and go out of our comfort zones, and I'm glad that I did. But yeah, it just didn't work out. Me and Metro just, you know, we didn't click. Okay, Miitopia. I played this twice. So maybe I'm just a little bored. Maybe that knocked it down a bit, but it is a recommend. But it's definitely not a game to play twice. I will finish it. I mean, we only have a little bit left. So I am gonna finish it on stream. But yeah. It's still a recommend. It's still a good game. Just don't play it twice. Unless you've like had a lot of time between, because otherwise it's just a bit boring. Alright, so Monster Hunter Stories 2. I really want to put more time into this game, and I will as soon as I finish my current RPG, which is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is coming. This is definitely an awesome, it's up there. It's great. I loved the first game, and the second one I loved just as much. My Brother Rabbit is a very... It's like geared towards kids, but really anybody can play it. It's very wholesome. You know, a few you can recommend. Oh, your nephew wants you to play more shooter games? We'll get to a shooter game that your nephew could play. It is on this list. We're just not there yet. Alright, My Brother Rabbit. This is a recommend. Wholesome story, point and click, good puzzles. Alright, My Time at Portia. It is awesome. Almost best. I really contemplated for a while whether it should be awesome or best. It's good. It has some issues, and don't get the Switch version, because the Switch version has way too long loading. But even my PC version has a bit of optimization issues, you know, some slowdowns. Anyway, so new Super Lucky's Tale. This was super cute. It is also an awesome. For a 3D platformer, it is excellent. Right, Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This will go on recommend. It's an okay 2D Mario, but I think there are more fun ones. No Man's Sky, I played to death when I first got it. It was like last year, I think. I think it was last year. So it had already been updated, and they added more updates I haven't played yet, but I want to. This goes in awesome. We'll just stick it there. Abduction, I played it on my own. That's a nope. It was pretty much a waste of time. So yeah, I had hopes because it was the same people who did Myst, but no. It was not good. Alright, Octodad, I have YouTube videos of this, so if you want to check that out, you can. I'm putting it as best game ever because it was a ton of fun to play a co-op. It's a great co-op game. I'm not sure how it is solo. I never tried. But if you have someone to play with, definitely play Octodad. Alright, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. This one was weak for me. I am gonna put it as recommend. Is it still Ace Attorney? But it was not near as good as the first four. or the spin-offs. And I haven't played 6 yet, so we'll see. But yeah, that one definitely goes under recommend, but not higher. I threw this in here because it is a game, but it really is just Picross puzzles. I love Picross puzzles, so if you love Picross puzzles, it's a recommend. Very good for Picross. PictoQuest, slightly easy, but it's still a recommend if you like Picross games. Planet RIX13, I'm not sure how to say it. I got this as a free code to talk about on Twitter back when it released. I can't remember what year that was now, but it was between the time period I gave. So I have a Twitter thread on it somewhere, but finding those would be crazy. I'm gonna put it as good. It was good for what it did. It was a point and click. Pretty straightforward. Pretty much just have to get out off this planet or something. Yeah, that was basically the gist of it. Get off the planet. Explore and get off. And it was good for what it did, but it's not something I would recommend. Poi. Poi is one of my first Switch games. It's very much a budget title. It's just okay. I think I rated it higher in my head when I played it. It's just looking back on it now that Switch now has so many more games. Yeah, it really is just okay. You can feel the budget. It's cute. Not much to say though. Pokemon Moon. This was really one of my first Pokemon games. My first was actually Heart Gold, but Pokemon Moon was good. That's where I'll put it. Pokemon Shield, a bit higher. It's a recommend. Pokemon Snap. I'm also gonna put that as recommend. Because, you know, it's good for relaxing, but it is repetitive. Poi has strong N64 vibes for better and worse. Yeah, it does. Hey, Evie! Or Evie, sorry. My bad. Hi, Evie. How are you? Okay. Just taking a little breather. Okay, so we are at Primordia now. I do have a sheet with my ratings on it that I can go faster. So if you're wondering what I'm looking at, that's what I'm looking at, just to help me. So, like right now I know we're at 90. So we went past halfway. We only have like 64 or 65 left. So I'm gonna take a tea break because we're making great time here. My model seems to wig out when I take a drink, but okay. Primordia. I played this last year, I think. I believe it was last year. The art style is pretty cool. I like the art style. But as a point and click, it was just okay. The story wasn't impressive. Basically, the best thing for it was the art. But it wasn't terrible either. So yeah, someone likes Kirby, of course. I do. I love Kirby. Okay, Puyo Puyo Tetris, another early Switch game. This was also one of my first Switch games. This one is a recommend. If you love Tetris and you love Puyo, get it. It's great. Okay, Puzzle Quest 1 and 2. I played those because I was bored and I wanted like Professor Layton type puzzles. Puzzles were okay. Overall, I put it as good, both of them, because they're pretty much the same. Just more of the same. So yeah, those were just good. Not something I'd recommend now. Puzzle Quest: The Legend Returns. I adored the original. Loved it. Loved it for what it did. This is no exception. It is awesome. Okay, and now we have Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology. That's a top tier game. Absolutely love it. It's the only RPG that I've played twice, not including Miitopia. Miitopia I only played twice so I could stream it. But this one I played twice because I loved it so much. So there's the difference. So yeah, absolute treasure of a game. Rayman Legends, one of my favorite Raymans. It's an awesome. We even put it next to Lucky. Why not? It doesn't really matter. Yeah. Rayman Legends, a great Rayman game. Recettear. It's a recommend. It's a shop simulator, not simulator, but you have a little shop and you go on quests out to go fight and get materials for the shop. It's that kind of game, and you are trying to pay off your debt. Very cute, pretty simple. Yeah, it's a good game. Recommend. Rime, I streamed this, but I don't believe I have the VODs. I don't think I did VODs at the time I streamed this. Because I only started moving VODs over to YouTube, like, this year. But anyway, Rime, I really enjoyed my time with it. It's a recommend. River City Girls, that was a lot of fun. I did stream this one, but like only half the game, but I did play the full thing on my own. That was an awesome. Rune Factory 4 Special. I had a blast when I did the first stream of this. I think we only did one stream of this, and then I kind of just played on my own. But I had an absolute blast. It's an awesome. And I want to go back and finish it before 5 comes out. I did get stuck. I need to do some grinding. Sakuna, we streamed this. Sakuna of Rice and Rune was also very talked about. And, you know, it's also awesome. The rice farming is difficult to, like, figure out, really. But it's still a great game. Sam and Max hit the road. That was awesome. Some moments were kind of cringe, but you know, there's not much to say. It's one of those old adventure games, old point and clicks. Most of the old point and clicks were good. Alright, Secret Files 2 and Secret Files 1, and I mean, okay, we got to order them. This is 1, 2, 3, and then a little short story. All of these are nopes, and 3 is a disappoint. Little higher than nope. I only give it that because it did a little better with voice acting and dialogue. The first 2 and the spin-off. Okay, first off, the spin-off had no reason. No reason to even exist. There is no point at all for this short story. So, for that reason, it goes a nope. Okay, first 2. Voice acting. The worst voice acting that I have experienced in a game. And the dialogue was terrible too. So yeah. Big nopes. Shao Nor Legends, that was another freebie I got for talking about it on Twitter. It was just okay. But I'm gonna put it like higher on just okay, because it could be between just okay and good. Oh, these games, Secret Files. It made me laugh. I mean, there's that, yes. It was so bad. I couldn't help but laugh. So, yeah. But there's still a note. Alright, Simon the Sorcerer 1 and 2. These are the first games I ever did YouTube videos on. This is how I started. Because I thought I would be doing like more point and clicks. So, these are really the beginning of everything. So, they go on good. They're good for their time. They aren't the best point and clicks though. Sierra games would definitely go above. But I didn't play Sierra games in this time period, so yeah. Slime Rancher. This is an FPS that anyone can play. The thing is, you're not actually shooting. You're just sucking up and throwing away slimes. It is very fun. I think, let me see where I put it. This thing isn't in order, so I need to scroll down. Ah, that's where I put it. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna agree with myself when I made this. Slime Rancher is awesome. But I got very far in this game and I lost my save and I was very sad. So that's why it's knocked down a little. Otherwise it would probably be up here. Under here. But because I lost my save, it's in awesome. It's really good. It's relaxing. It's charming. It's got a lot of charm. And yeah, if you want a non-violent FPS, Slime Rancher is the one to play. And I'm very much looking forward to the second one. Okay, so next we have Smash. Smash Ultimate. I'm gonna stick that in recommend because it's Smash for one, and also because it's Smash. I'm not the biggest Smash fan. I will play it and then I will get bored. But I would still recommend it because it's a fun time. It just wears out quickly, in my opinion. Snack World. This was the last localized level 5 game. I'm still disappointed in that because I wanted more level 5. And then it had to just be in good territory. It's a hard one to recommend. That's just because of the humor that it uses is kind of juvenile. I mean, if you're into that. I mean, it's the kind of humor that was in Yokai Watch. So, yeah. It's fun, but it's not recommended, in my opinion. Snipper Clips. This is another early Switch game. Play it with a friend, and then it's recommended. Song of the Deep. This was one of my first games that I played, and I got an Xbox One X. And it was awesome. Beautiful game. If you can get your hands on it, I definitely recommend checking it out. It definitely has heart. I can see the heart in it. And I love when I can do that with a game. So yeah, it's a great game. It's full of exploration and like I think maybe it was classified as a Metroidvania. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of exploration. You're underwater, as you can see, in a little submarine thing. Yeah, it was great. Spiritfarer. This is also highly talked about. A lot of heart in this one too. It is awesome. Credits made me cry. That's all I've got to say. Yeah. Splatoon 2. I'm sticking that in best. And I would put original Splatoon as well there, but I didn't make an entry for the original Splatoon, which was played during this time, but I didn't feel I needed to, so I just didn't. Splatoon 2, great time. Very enjoyable. Starbound. I played this quite a bit. I never got the Octo expansion. So no. Starbound I put in awesome. I recognize it does have issues, but I still enjoy it a lot, so that's where I would put it. Stardew Valley, right up there next to Animal Crossing. It's just a great game. I'm just gonna mimic what everyone else has said about it already. So, we'll just leave it at that. SteamWorld Dig. I only played the first one so far. I hope to play the second one in the next year. This is the best. I enjoyed it on the 3DS and I enjoyed it on the PC. Very good. Pretty short, but very good. SteamWorld Heist. Not as high. It's a different genre game. I'm putting it in recommend. And that's just because it's pretty tricky. I'm not the best at strategy. But I did have fun with it. So yeah. Stories, The Path of Destinies. This is a recommend. It's good for what it is, but it's higher than this. I would definitely recommend it. It's worth your time to play. Summer in Mara. This was another one of those games I expected too much and was ultimately disappointed. Though I am still going back to it on occasion because I'm trying to finish it, but I don't know. I lose patience with it quick. It's just, yeah, it's disappointing. Super Bomberman R, another early Switch title for me. This is a recommend. It was fun. I played with a friend. Or I played co-op. And yeah, Super Bomberman R. I don't know what it's like playing alone. But with my experience of it in co-op, it's definitely a recommend. Super Mario Odyssey. We'll put it right there. It's the best game ever. I love this Mario. This is my favorite. This is my top tier Mario game so far. It's just a blast. Alright, now we get to Super Mario Party. I'm gonna take a sip of water first, or tea. I can't talk forever. My voice gets tired. That's good tea. It's a jasmine tea. I love jasmine tea. Okay. Super Mario Party came out. When did this come out? Well, last year or 2 years ago, something like that. It's a recommend. I know a lot of people hate on it, but it's still a fun time. And now that there's online, I had to put it on recommend. Because it just gives you more options for boards. Okay, so then we have Sushi Striker. I streamed this. This was a hard one to stream because of the controls and how it controls. But I did stream it. And it was good for what it is. Symphonia, also good for what it is. We did that one on stream. It was good for, you know, it was a student project, you could tell. But yeah. System Shock 2. The monkey game. You could just rename it that. It's the monkey game. I had to stop playing it because I didn't know just how hard it can be if you do the wrong thing. So, for that reason, because you have to be so specific on your build, it goes under good. Yeah, it's an unforgiving game. And if I knew that going in, I would have read a guide and would have, known what to do. But I hate if that's what you have to do, because it doesn't seem fair. Okay, here's another early series that I did on YouTube. When Blobs Attack. I had a blast with this one. It's not awesome. It's not best. It's definitely recommend though. It's like reverse horror. You're a mutant blob on Earth trying to eat all the humans or kill all the humans. And it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like Katamari, but in a side scroller. So I recommend it. Tetris 99. Tetris 99 is awesome. Who doesn't love Tetris? I mean, not much more to say. Tharsis is another tiny game that I played on my own. I'm gonna put it on good. Another game I played on my own. Adventures of Shuggy. Or maybe I streamed it. Or maybe I did a video on it. I don't remember. But I loved it. So it goes under awesome. It is a great game for a puzzle game. Puzzle arcadey type game. Definitely a fun one. Alright, so we're at 132 now. So we are gonna get through this. I'm gonna take a short breather just to take another zip. Gosh, I mean, I did that quick. How long has it been? An hour and 25 minutes, apparently. And we're almost done. That was a very good time. Well, I knew that I had to get through these quickly. Alright. So, I didn't play the second game of these, but I played Book of Unwritten Tales and Critter Chronicles. And both of those are going into awesome. These are point and clicks. They're very funny. They have a lot of references. So there'll be references to Lord of the Rings and Narnia. I think there were more references. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Humor was good. I laughed at points. They were great point and clicks. I look forward to playing the second game. Hopefully I will get around to that soon. The first tree I played on my own. And it had heart. I didn't feel like my time was wasted, but it was just good. Alright, Last Campfire recently streamed this. This was also just good. I liked the puzzles. Not sure I would recommend it, but it was an enjoyable game to stream, I think. Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. We streamed this as well, but not the full thing if I recall. But this gets a recommend. I love the art style. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it goes in recommend. I'm not gonna change. That's fine. That's where it belongs. Okay, The Night of the Rabbit. Also recommend. Also a point and click. So yeah, I do play quite a bit of point and clicks. Liar Princess is actually a platformer, but yeah. I never talked about Night of the Rabbit. It's geared toward kids, but I still quite enjoyed it. I mean, the kid in all of us, right? Alright, so Pinball Arcade. I love pinball in any form, really. And these are reinterpretations of classic machines. They go in best. It was also early titles that I had for PS4 Pro. I spent a lot of time playing them. And I'll still go back to them occasionally. Pinball simulators effectively. Yeah, pretty much. Well done. If you like pinball, check him out. Okay, what is that? Tiny Bang Story. This was a seek and find, so casual game that I played while watching streams and stuff. I tend to do that with most of the casual games here. This was a good, for what it was, you know, it does its job. Okay, we can move on. To the Moon. I am going to stick it into recommend, but like the bottom tier of recommend, because it does have some reservations with that recommendation. I acknowledge that the representation in this game is not great. I do acknowledge that. And I just want to put that out there. But, I mean, it ended up making me cry. And if a game makes me cry, then it's gonna go in recommend. But I do have, you know, reservations on it. Also for content. Okay. Toki-Tori, another little... Oh, wait, our music stopped. We'll have to recycle. There. Wait, no, not this one. That one's not safe. Back. There we go. We're okay. Back to a safe playlist. Toki-Tori. Very cute. Very casual. It's a recommend. Cute little puzzles. Turn off autoplay. Yeah, I should have done that. Because I don't want to go to a not safe to stream playlist. Because, you know, all the stuff about music. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Torchlight 2 is where we're at, right? Okay, we have just a little bit more. We're down to the final line. So look at that. Look at the timing on that. I did good. Okay, Torchlight 2. That is pretty high awesome, I'd say. It's a great Diablo-like game. Alright, now we have Torn's Passage. I did stream this. Also geared towards kids, and yet I still struggled. But that's Sierra for you. So I'm wrong. I did play a Sierra game. I played this one. Okay, so Torrens Passage is gonna go on good. I'm not ordering these, just again, just like, you know, for anyone new who came in. Yeah, Torrens Passage, good. Not great. There are better Sierra games, but it was geared towards kids, and a lot of other Sierra games were a bit older. There were some other Sierra games that were geared towards kids, and they would be even easier than Torrens Passage. Like, at least I think Mixed Up Mother Goose was Sierra. That's what I played as a kid. I loved Mixed Up Mother Goose. So this was more like, I guess, for around 8-year-olds. 7 or 8 would be my guess. Challenging, not too challenging. I mean, I didn't get too stuck, just a little bit. But that was early on. Alright, so now we'll go to Untitled Goose Game. It's awesome for what it is. Because, I mean, it provides laughs. And it's great for when you want to be a bit naughty. And when you want to be a bit of a jerk. As a goose. Lots of hilarious situations there. It doesn't have a whole lot of replay value though. Okay. So we have Wacky Wheels. This is on here because I did check it out. Okay, I played this as a kid. And when I was a kid, and I didn't have Nintendo, I thought Wacky Wheels was so cool. Because here I had a Mario Kart type game, right? There's a thing about nostalgia. Nostalgia is sometimes, it's a liar. When you look at things again, they aren't always as good. So this goes in disappointing. Very hard to play. Granted, the original Super Mario Kart was also very hard to play. But yeah, I'd say both of those were disappointing to play now. In current times. But yeah, it is what it is. WarioWare Gold. This came out for 3DS. I got it. I played it to death for 2 days. Best. Gotta love Wario. I need to play the new Switch Wario, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. So that was the last Wario game that I played, and yeah, it was so much fun. Wario is just a good time. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm actually about to finish Chapter 9. I stuck at a hard boss, but I think I can beat him today. After this stream, hopefully. Or later tonight. Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is awesome. And the only reason it isn't up here is because of the gacha. That's really the only reason. The gacha brings it down for me. Even though, you know, the gacha in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is free. You don't have to pay extra for it. It's just a pain. Absolute pain. And I don't like it. So yeah. I'm the kind of person who just wants to be able to access everything. And I can't do that with Xenoblade. At least not with 2. Alright, so we're down to the last 4. We have Yono. Yono and the Celestial Elephants. This is also on an Indie Direct, I believe. Or Nintendo Direct. One or the other. It was super cute. I really enjoyed my time with it. It was a good time. It was awesome. There you go. Maybe not that high, but this isn't in order anyway, so I'm not gonna bother. Yooka-Laylee. This one I played on my own. I left it for a long time. I started playing it again while we were streaming Hat in Time. You need all the blades from Gacha to play all the side quests, I think. Yeah, so you can't actually play all the side quests. Okay, so I was talking Yooka-Laylee. It's a good. It's still got that, you know, N64 type 3D platformer gameplay. The camera's a bit better than Hat in Time, in my opinion. But yeah, it's just in good. Move it a little down. There we go. Yoshi's Crafted World. That's an awesome. It gets difficult though. But I love it. I love the yarn work. It's just pleasant to look at. And it's fun for the most part. Okay. Now I have the bundle here because this is the version that I played, but I only played Ys 1, so I'm rating this on Ys 1. Very enjoyable. It is awesome. The soundtrack is incredible. Absolutely love the soundtracks of Ys 1 and Ys 2, and probably all the Ys games, but I haven't gone up there yet. Yeah, very good. Very great, good soundtrack. Combat is okay. Once I got the hang of it, it was just plain fun. At the beginning, like, you know, I was dying quite a bit, but then I got a hang of it, and then I knew what to do, and it just became a blast to play, and that's all I have to say about that. So this is the list. We finished all 155 games, and I just went through them that quick. In about an hour and a half. Wow. I was a little worried, but we did it. So, if you want to talk about any of these games, please let me know, and I can talk further. I'm just gonna get a drink right now because I need to hydrate. Okay. Congrats, this went by pretty quick, I think. Yeah, I know. I mean, I was rushing because I was scared I wouldn't get through it, but... Especially because I have a bit of a shorter day today, so... Which is why I started early. So I'm very happy that we got through all this. And we got our cozy tea and our cozy blanket, and we're getting into the vibes of the holiday. And just winter in general. It's getting quite cold in the cabin. And cold outside of the cabin. After Xenoblade Chronicles 2, next JRPG you're gonna tackle. I'm gonna play Torna first, so I can do the expansion. Just because I don't want to take a break between Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the expansion, because I don't want to forget anything. It just makes sense to do it that way. But after the expansion, we're doing Legend of Mana on stream right now, so I guess that doesn't really count. Perhaps I have several options. Perhaps we'll stream the next option. That would be Trials of Mana. But yeah. For personal JRPG though, I mean, I'm gonna take a break. I want to take a break. Maybe go back to Rune Factory 4 Special, just because that's a hybrid RPG and farming, so it does give me something different. And I would like to finish that. So that might be what I go back to, or I'll go back to Astral Chain and wrap that one up, because that also needs to be wrapped up in a little bow, so I can check mark it off my finished list. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish something that I'm already in the middle of or started. Next one I start brand new, it'll probably be one that I stream. And I kind of gave that away already. So yeah, Trials of Mana. That'll probably be January. So, what games are you looking forward to in the coming year? There's lots. I mean, I want to say, you know, I'm looking forward to Breath of the Wild 2. I still need to finish Breath of the Wild 1 though. I already said Rune Factory 5. Kirby, yes, definitely. Absolutely. That'll be a fun Kirby, I feel. Maybe it'll beat Planet Robobot for me. We'll see. I also look forward to Splatoon 3, but, you know, it's not... It's lower on the list, because Splatoon is always the same, pretty much. It's just a new coat of paint, basically. Still great games, and I still love them, but yeah. Also looking forward to Rune Factory 5 is coming close to your birthday. Ooh, nice. I think there was a game coming close to my birthday, but I forgot which one. I don't really keep track of when games come out until I see another trailer closer to the time, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's coming out real soon. I'm not one of those who makes like a calendar of release dates. That is something that people do. They tend to be, you know, content creators who review these games, so they will keep a calendar. But yeah. I'm pretty satisfied with this list. I think I put everything pretty fairly. And I will save it so that I can share it if people want to take a look at it later. Just remember seeing RF5 for pre-order and found it kind of funny. I love when I do that though. I love when I see something is coming on my birthday or close to my birthday. It makes me happy because usually it's a game I want, and then so it just feels like a birthday gift. Oh, and if you're wondering, Bravely Default 2 is not on here. Yes, I did stream it, but I never continued playing. That's another one to go back to. And I don't have Three Houses on here because, well, I did play a few hours. I'm still like in the school portion of the game, so I can't really rate it. It's another to go back to. I just, I jump around with my games. Same with Tales of Vesperia. That should be on here, but yeah, I'm still not far enough in for me to really be confident in a rating for it. So yeah. So well, some games should be on here. I either forgot or just don't feel confident to rate them. And then there's ones that I completely forgot, like ever playing. And that's the funniest story I have about Fire Emblem Warriors. Because my Switch tells me I played that game for at least 35 hours. And I remember nothing. Except for the very beginning. I have no idea why I just blocked that out in my mind. Or maybe my Switch was on and racked up those hours. Which I don't think so, because I never do that. But I just do not remember that game. So, I couldn't rate it, obviously. But yeah, I kind of want to revisit Lego City Undercover. That might be fun for a stream. We'll see. Or another Lego game. I did play other Lego games, but again, didn't get far enough. If I were to rate them right now, the Lego games I played would probably be under Awesome. And those would be Lego Batman and Lego Harry Potter and Lego Star Wars. Yeah, those were the other Lego games that I played, but I didn't play enough of those. But yeah, so I hope this was a good cozy time. It was fun to do something different. I mean, this was definitely something different. I'd never done a tier list before, and I figured it was time. So yeah. So again, if you've never played Radiant Historia, and you have a 3DS, try to get your hands on it. I wish more people had access to it, just like Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick is not on here because obviously that was before 2014. But if it were, it'd be right up here on this best game ever. And I wish these two games specifically more people could play. I wish they were more accessible. Liked the comfy and cozy vibes. Yay! So, what game have you played that you wish were more readily available for people to play, that you just wish that you could share? That one game that you just love so much, but isn't on current gen consoles or PC. Crusader Ascenti Soleil. Those are the same thing, right? Yeah. I think those were SNES. Or was it something else? Oh, Genesis. Sega Genesis. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, maybe there's an eShop version. That is possible. Because I think most 3DS games are on eShop. So that could be a way. But yeah, so I'd say my picks for that question are Radiant Historia, Ghost Trick, and Fortune Street. Everything else is pretty accessible from what I have on here. It is unfortunate. Atlas games go up in price a lot after a few years. Yeah, they do. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, if you want to check out Luminosity, it's a digital game. You can find it on GOG, or Steam should have it too. I got the GOG version. $40 every 3 months for EVE Online. Oh wow. See, that's what I love about Guild Wars 2. There's no subscription. I couldn't bring myself to play a subscription-based MMO. Just because of the way that I play is jumping around games. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, yeah. Free to play but limited. That's like Final Fantasy XIV. Though their free to play for Final Fantasy XIV opened up a lot more. The cheapest I can find is $70. Oh wow. Yeah. That is hard. Well, again, there's always gonna be great games. There's also Dragon Quest XI on Switch. Or other consoles, because they brought the S version to other consoles as well. Yeah. The only thing I don't recommend is do not touch the My Time at Portia Switch version. Get the PC version. You will do yourself a favor. It will be far easier to play too. But yeah, so I don't have anything else beyond that. I mean, we can just talk about a title if you see a title you want to know more about. Like Song of the Deep, maybe? I will say, I never finished Song of the Deep. It's not a super long game either, so I should go back and finish. Hey Nick! Yeah, this is a big list. 155 games. So I can scroll down if you want me to. You can start down here. My nopes. I actually only have 4 nopes. So, you know, overall, I liked the games that I played. There's not a whole lot in these categories. So yeah, I think I did good. And 3 of them are from the same series. Yeah, I know. Why did I just continue? I mean, after the first, you'd think I would stop. But it was a continuing story. So I had to see if it got any better. Yes, the first Secret Files was on the DS, and when I played it on the DS at first, it was a better game because it didn't have voices. The voice acting killed it. Just murdered it. At least they ended on a slightly better note, I guess. Slightly. Still disappointing, but slightly better. Guess you know what you like and enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, too. Is just knowing the kinds of games that I like. Which, if you look, these are my top 3 tiers, right? So these are the ones that really matter. I mean, good kind of fits into that too, but yeah. Shadows of Valentia is under awesome, I think. Yeah. I think. I'm trying to find it. Or is it under here? I feel blind now. Okay. I don't know where it is. My eyes are not focusing. But yeah. Bottom is right. Yeah, there it is. It's under awesome. It's the only Fire Emblem on the list because I didn't get far enough in 3 houses. And it's on the list because it's the only Fire Emblem I have actually completed beginning to end out of any Fire Emblem game. So, good job for Echoes. Yeah, if there's anything that stands out that you want me to talk about. I'm still here for a bit. Oh, another one that I hope that we hear about soon. I hope they will announce something about Etrian Odyssey 6. Valentia is the elitist choice, so I guess you're a pro. I did look at a guide. But yes, it was good. It was a great story. But yes, we're supposed to be getting an Etrian Odyssey 6 on Switch because they had made that whole announcement and they said that 6 would be like carnival themed, I think. I mean, this was a while ago. And it won't have the map making, so I'm curious how they're going to do it so that it still feels like Etrian Odyssey. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we will hear news sometime in the next year. Because they announced Etrian Odyssey 6, or they teased it really. You didn't get a trailer. So they teased it around the same time that they teased Shin Megami Tensei 5. So we are due for it. Carnival themed is appropriate considering how it makes you feel like a clown. It is hard. I mean, Etrian Odyssey is probably the hardest game on my best tier. I will say that. They're not easy. But also, Nick, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. But yes, I will save this and then I can share it and people can look at it. But yeah, this is the list. And I'm looking forward to, you know, playing more. And I'm gonna do a better job at keeping track. I started tracking my games and the games that I played. In 2020 is when I started tracking, but I didn't do a great job. I did a better job this year. And I hope to do an even better job in the coming year. So yeah. And hopefully we'll get more games done in the coming year. We'll see. But it's been fun playing all these games and just seeing all the games that I played. I mean, that I remember enough to put on here. So it's been an interesting, what is that, 7 years? This is a 7-year list right here. I know there are people who play a lot more than this in 7 years, but for me it's impressive. I was also reading during that time. So, you know, reading time competes with gaming time. I do want to read more though. I barely read many books this year at all. I think I read like 2 books. Which is sad. I should read more than 2 books. Reading was just not a priority this year, and it wasn't a priority last year. I think I was just too anxious. Too many other things on my head to read. So hopefully next year's better, and hopefully I will start reading more. Because I do have a lot of books I want to read. Alright, so I think we're gonna end it there, because I don't have anything else to say. Not really. But just thanks for, you know, being here this year and really made my day and really made streaming fun again, because I was close to not streaming till I got my model and started VTubing, and then it became fun again. Sorry I missed the list making, but I'm impressed by your list. Well, thank you. Yeah. Okay. I do have a short day today, so I am gonna have to get going. Thank you so much for streaming. Yeah, and again, thanks so much for the love over the last... I started VTubing in May. It's hard to believe it's been that long. So yeah, it's been about 7 months, and I'm really liking it, and it's definitely made streaming more enjoyable again. So I'm looking forward to the future and more fun streams. And I hope to always be improving. I mean, that's what we gotta aim for. Just keep on improving. Alright, so this is my little celebration of games, and I'm glad you guys came along for it. I will save it and share it later. And I guess we're gonna end there. Thank you for the stream and streaming in general. You deserve all your followers and more. Thanks, Nick. Yeah. Onward and upward. Hopefully we have a good year next year. We still got this month to get through though. I'm glad I have this cozy blanket now and tea. Alright. Well, I'll see you guys back on Monday. So yeah, see you on Monday. We are going to continue Legend of Mana. I don't want to go back to Miitopia just yet. I just want to try and get Legend of Mana done because I have a plan for Christmas week. I'm trying very hard to make that happen. So after Christmas week is when we'll go back to Miitopia. Alright. Bye everyone. Thank you. Bye.